Hi, my name is Hamza Zahid, and I'm making this video for my MN623 assignment 1. So I'll just switch over to my laptop to show you the demonstration that I've done for the tools. Yeah, so now starting with the configuration part, the tools that I've chosen are John and the Ripper, and the other tool is the Rainbow Table. So at the first, I'll start with the introduction. Like, a password is nothing but a secret string of characters that is used for authentication for the applications. And the things that we have to do for the cybersecurity attacks, like we had to search like what are the vulnerabilities and stuff that can be done for the password cracking. So there are a lot of attacks at the moment for password cracking. The first one is brute force. The tag is nothing but that the hacker tries every possible combination of the passwords on a specific thing. And right now I'm using the John. As you see, I typed the command like john.txt and stuff. The other tag that I worked on is the dictionary tag. It is based on guessing using pre-compiled list of options. Like you have an option with you, and you just look onto things and just see what's happening, And the other one's a rainbow table, and rainbow table is for reversing cryptographic hash functions, mostly used for cracking password hashes. It can take less time for processing and storage capability compared to a brute force attack, and it provides more time for processing and lesser storage. So when it comes to like comparing the tools, John and Ripper and the Rainbow Crack, John and Ripper, it used to crack password hashes, and like it can use a dictionary or search pattern to check for passwords. It can understand many ciphertext formats. These are password hashes that can be break by John and Ripper. Like there's a list and format of John and Ripper, and at the background you can see that I'm working with the examples that we had to do. Okay, now when it comes to the other one, which is the rainbow table, yep. So when we talk about the rainbow crack is a general purpose implementation of fastest time memory trade-off technique and time memory trade-off algorithm to crack hashes. Okay, and now these cracks can be defeated by salted hashes. If the hashes are not salted, however, and you have the correct table, a complex password can be developed, and it becomes really hard to crack it. As I said, like it becomes really hard to crack it, and rather than a few weeks or months, it's like with the traditional brute force techniques, right? So finally, in short, a traditional brute force cracker tries all possible plaintext one by one in cracking time. It is time consuming to break complex passwords in this way. Rainbow cracking tool is a hash cracker. Rainbow table is the idea of time memory trade-off, and is to do all the cracking time computation in advance and store the results in a file. So that was the comparison, and at the background you can see that I'm demonstrating with you for the examples. Okay, so like analysis, when it comes to the example that we had to do, like the Mr. Morrison, he's trying to make a website, an e-commerce website, and he was looking into that if he wants to get the Linux based, or like he just wants to make it secure, right? So as far as I've seen it, like he can use the rainbow table. Yeah, yeah, that's gonna be much secure, in terms of like for his whatever website is. So when we talk about the Linux based FTP, like using these both John Ripper and Rainbow Crack, they are used for the brute force attacks, as I told you before, and Rainbow Table attack. Rainbow Crack attack is faster than John and Ripper. So to avoid brute force attack, to overcome set login counts to limited in the IP tables chain rule, FTP can be used. So at the background, you can see that I'm using like the rainbow crack as this. I've gone to the get it side, and these are certain commands that you have to enter in order to do the rainbow crack effectively. So as this is when we were used to, we had to like crack an e-commerce website, and we just had to show like how difficult it is or how easy it is, and based on the tools that we're using, we had to tell like if we were going to use like Rainbow Crack or John and Ripper. So as I told you before, I've suggested John and Ripper. Sorry, Rainbow Crack. It's much better option than John and Ripper as it takes a lot of time. Both of them are brute force attacks, but you know John or Rainbow Crack takes less time. So I think yeah, that should be right, and that's the uh, tool I'm gonna use, and I have used for the cracking of the e-commerce website. Yeah, so I'm just done with my assignment. So in the conclusion, I would say that I would suggest that Rainbow Crack is better than John and Irpa because it takes less time, and I would recommend to use it if you're cracking a password. So thank you very much. That was it from my side. Thank you. Bye.